Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? It's been a while. I ain't been live in a little bit. Let me see if I can pull y'all up some. Get me a little closer up in here. Move me in. Let me see. What's going on, y'all? I'm just getting set up here. Okay, yeah, join on in. Join in. What's up, y'all? What's going on? I'm just waiting for y'all to come into the live real quick. Waiting for y'all to get in here. I'm about to go on live on Instagram too. And we'll get started in a second. But what's up, y'all? Where y'all from? Hello from Arkansas. Okay. Where y'all from? You type in the chat where you from. Let me see if I can turn on some more lights in here. Can I get some more lights in here? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? First live chat. Thank you. We're going to get started in a second, y'all. I'm just trying to, navigate through this. Y'all from Long Island, DMV, South Carolina, Texas. What's up, y'all? Y'all from all over. Said I can hear y'all from Japan. You from Japan? New York? Dang, y'all from everywhere. That's funny. That's what's up, though. We about to start in a second, y'all. I'm about to go live on Instagram too. But also type in the chat like any relationship or dating questions you might have, or any questions, concerns you have. Like, let me know. I'm here to answer all your questions for a little bit. We gotta start going live more often. From Arizona. Okay. We about to start, y'all. Let's get some questions in the chat, though, real quick. I know y'all got some questions for me. Hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? Thank y'all for tuning in, checking in with me. Said I'm narc free for almost 6 years. The ex narc still thinks I want him. I'm healed. Good for you. I'm glad that you're narc free. Narcissist free, right? Because you don't want to be in no relationship with nobody that's a narcissist, So I'm glad that you're healing and you moved on and stuff like that. So congrats to you. Let me see what we got here. Think y'all want me just to kick it off? I'm waiting to see if y'all got some questions. Y'all got some questions for me? He still comes around and wants to try to be friends. Nah, you can't be friends with him. You can't be friends with him. I have a boyfriend, but can I ask him that when he does want to live together or not? You're trying to ask him if you're gonna live together or not? Yeah, you gotta elaborate on that more, on the living with him situation. We could start this off. How to know if a man is really into you. I'll answer that in a second. Okay, let me go live on Instagram. Here we go. What's up, y'all? We on live Instagram, YouTube. We on live streaming both. Let's go. So I'm gonna start off introducing myself. Pretty much, y'all already know. My name is SyddFerrell, dating coach, dating relationship guru. I help women all across the world with their dating relationship problems, issues, concerns, whatever the case is. I'm there to, try to give some type of light to a dark situation, right? Because it's a lot of women that go through so much. Women get lied to, cheated on, you know, mentally, physically hurt, and all that. So it's a few things that you as a woman can do to prevent certain things or dating the wrong types of men out there, right? So for y'all on Instagram, I'm just here just to answer y'all questions. If you have some questions, drop it in the chat. Some relationship dating questions, let me know. We already on YouTube with it. So let me see. Let me answer this question real quick. Let me pin this real quick on YouTube. It says, how do you know if a man is really into you? I mean, it's a few ways how you know if a man's into you. He's into you by his communication skills, his consistency. That's really what you want to pay attention to, is a man's consistency, right? How consistent is he? Is he who he says he is? Does he come through for you? Is he, does he treat you with respect? Is he kind? Is he honest with you? Right? Does he take you out? Does he pay for stuff? Does he spend money on you? Is he compatible with you, right? If a man's really into you, he's gonna call you, he's gonna text you, he's going to follow up, see how your day is going. What can he do to make your life better? What's the point of having a man around if he's not there to make your life better? A man is supposed to make your life 10 times better than what it already is. He's supposed to add on to your life, right? He's supposed to pour into you. He's supposed to, men are protectors and providers. So you definitely want this man to protect you and to provide for you and to make sure that everything that you need, you have, right? So a man's into you by the way how he just goes all out his way to make you a priority, make you happy. He just want to put a smile on your face, whatever way he's going to speak to your love language. He wants to see, okay, where can I fit into this woman's life? How can I make her life better? How can I make her happier? What can I do to, just get into her life in a way where I can help her with anything she needs, right? So a man into you, how consistent he is. That's one of the main things. If he's not into you, if he don't like you, he's not gonna call you, he's not gonna text you, he's not even gonna pay you no attention. Or if all he want from you is sex, if all he want from you is sex, then of course you're gonna know off the rip. Most times you as a woman, you already know if that's all a man wants from you. So he's not really interested in you. If he's more interested in your body than he is into you, then that's a problem, right? So those are just a few ways how you can tell if a man is just into you or not. Let me see what other questions you got. Let me see. Y'all got some on. So what if he do that, then he plans dates a day and wants to reschedule? He's done this 3 times. Okay, hold on. Let me pin this real quick. Okay, so basically, if a man comes to you and he says, let's reschedule, right? I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is. 9 times out of 10, if a man has to reschedule with you, or he has to, postpone the plans, let's say he say, hey, let's set a date on Friday night, I'm gonna take you out. Okay, Friday night, 7 o'clock, I'm gonna take you out. Friday night come and or Friday come and he texts you or he call you, hey, I'm sorry, something came up. My cat got ran over by a car. I feel sick. Whatever the case is, right? He got some type of excuse and he wants to reschedule. If a man wants to reschedule with you, 9 times out of 10, it's a better option out there that he wants to seek and fulfill instead of you. Basically, majority of the time, if it's not a life-threatening thing, if a man really like you, ain't nothing going to stop him from going to see you, right? If he make a time and a date, he gonna make it. If he like you a lot, ain't nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a man can go through whatever, and he'll still make time to make sure he makes it there on that date. I don't care if he got a flat tire, he gonna call an Uber. Hey, I gotta make it to this date, or if anything happened, he's still 9 times out of 10 gonna make that plans because he wants to. But most times, majority of men do not reschedule, or they don't just postpone a date with you unless it's another woman involved, right? Now, if it's another woman that he really, really likes, or that he wants to interact with, wants to talk to, or that he's already talking to, then of course he's going to spend his time with her. He hanging out with her on Friday night, and he not hanging out with you Friday night. You wonder why he set the date to take you out Friday night, but he can't come. Why? Because he got something else planned with another girl that's a better option, that he feels like is a better option, whatever, right? So most times if a man reschedules, don't even believe it. Like, don't even reschedule with him. Don't even like, because and a lot of times men know how to lie. He gonna tell you, oh, it's a family emergency. Oh, something came up out the blue. Oh, I gotta take my cousin to work and I forgot, and whatever. Excuses. If a man is really a man and he really likes you, it ain't gonna be no excuses. He's gonna make it happen. So he already starting off messing up, right? He already showing you his true colors, that he don't really come through when he say he gonna come through. He said he gonna come through at 7:00 on Friday night. He ain't show up because something came up. So that already shows you his integrity as a man, that he not even real about what he say he gonna do. So you shouldn't even be around no man like that, So if a man wants to reschedule a date or anything, just cut him off. I'm gonna tell you, just cut him completely off. Don't even talk to him. Just cut him off, because he don't like you. If he like you, he gonna make that date. He gonna make sure ain't nothing coming up. I ain't got nothing to do Friday night. Let me see. He was like, he's not feeling good. He can reschedule. He's done this a few times. If he done, and then of course, if he's done it a few times, you're not a priority. How a man gonna set a date with you and say, this the time and date I want to hang out with you? Then the time and date come, he say, okay, next time. And then the next time, oh, I can't do it this day. Maybe next time. He don't like you. He don't want to see you. He don't want to talk to you. He's not interested in you. Something came up, aka some more booty came up, some more. It's another woman in the picture that came up, and that's who I want to pursue. That's who I want to talk to. That's who I want to, interact with, whatever. So he chased. It's a more booty out there. Best believe, if he acting like that. Okay, let me look on YouTube. Let me see the YouTube chat. What questions y'all got? Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let's pin this real quick. Hold on. Let me see what this say. Just getting over a situationship. We've been together for a year before he moved the mother of his child in, and it's been 7 days no contact after I told him I didn't want to meet up with him again. So he moved his baby mama in. You might have to elaborate with this story because that don't even sound right. He moved his baby mama in, the mother of his child in with you, with y'all. Like we need to. I don't know about that one. You got to elaborate a little more on that one. Let's see what else. In the meantime, let's see what else we got. Let's see. This man ghosted me for 20 days after asking me on a movie date. Popped back up talking about he was so busy fixing his house. Oh yeah, he don't like you. If he ghosted you for almost 3 weeks, you talking about 20 days, 21 days would have made 3 weeks, right? So 3 weeks he went without talking to you. And then all of a sudden he was just so busy. Ain't nobody busy for 3 weeks. He don't like you, you know? He not interested. Something else came up, some more booty. Best believe he talking to somebody in them 3 weeks. If he not talking to you, most men got some booty around. So he gonna talk to somebody. If he not talking to you, he talking to somebody, right? So if he talking about he out fixing his house or whatever, come on. That's a lame excuse. Let's see what else we got. Let's look on Instagram. Okay, hold on. Let me look on the Instagram chat. Let's see what y'all said on Instagram real quick. I got a lot of people popping in and out. Let me see. Okay. I got easy one. Should a man pay all the bills? A man should pay majority, if not all the bills, then he should pay majority. Meaning he should pay that rent. That rent need to be paid. Meaning, you know, all the big bills. You know, I get it. This economy kind of iffy. I get it. You know, women are now in the workforce and women can work now, blah, blah, blah. You know? But at the same time, you know, we still kind of have traditional type of morals and values as a society a lot of times, right? So we still kind of hold on to the old traditions, like the man's supposed to pay all the bills, take care of everything, stuff like that. Now, I would just say maybe in this economy, if he's not paying for 100% of everything, then at least he need to be paying for majority. So the rent, maybe like, you know, the big bills, maybe a light bill or something. Maybe the woman can grab the Wi-Fi bill or whatever, you know. The woman can grab the phone bill or something, right? If anything, give her the little bills and the man get the big bills, right? Or if he can't cover all of it, you know what I'm saying? But what you don't want to happen is you don't want you as the woman to be the main provider and be paying all the bills for no grown man. You don't want to be the one that is, you know, essentially taking care of a full-grown adult male, right? You don't want to be the one that's providing everything for him. You know, you paying for the rent, the mortgage or whatever, light bill, phone bill, all, you know, you paying for everything, and he get to lay up and chill and watch TV and drink and smoke all day and play the game all day while you get up and work every day and you spending your hard-earned money to support you. Nah, that's what you don't want. So yes, a man should pay, if not all the bills, majority of the bills. I'm gonna stand on that. You know, just as a man, you know what I'm saying? You should. And if he can't, then you shouldn't be with him or cohabitating with him. You shouldn't be, you know, domesticated with him in the same household if he can't pay for at least the rent or mortgage, you know. So let's just put it like that. Let's see what else y'all said on Instagram. Let me see. What to do in a situation when a guy that works at Publix asks for your number, but you find out he's homeless and lives in a Motel 6 or in his car? Don't give him your number. Like, what he need your number for? You know, what can he do for you? Okay, he work at the grocery store, but he don't have no car and he's staying in a motel. So he don't have no place, no stable place to stay. And he do have a car. So he has a car, but he sleeps in his car or he sleeps in the Motel 6. But either way, it's like you don't even have a stable place to lay your head. So that sounds like a bad situation anyways as a woman, because if you already got your own everything, if you got your own apartment or house or whatever, where you think if he get cool with you and you know start talking to you, what you think gonna happen next? He gonna try to move in with you, or he gonna try to, you know, see what's up with you, see if he can lay his head, spend some nights over your house. That's coming, right? Most times, if a man is not financially stable, the easiest thing to do is to attach yourself to a woman that is financially stable. If I'm a man and I don't have no car, or I don't have no place to stay, or I ain't got no money or no job or nothing, the easiest thing I can do is find a woman that has all those things, and I can just attach myself to her. I can have her co-sign for me a car. I can have her, you know, take care of me, buy me stuff, you know, stuff like that. So if a man is not financially stable, he don't have no business talking to you, right? And then he work at the grocery store, which, you know, he probably not making a whole lot anyways. And then he don't have no place to stay. He's sleeping in his car. So I think that this man that you're talking about, he need to get his priorities together first before he try to date and try to get some booty, right? Either he trying to get some booty from you, and or he trying to find a place to stay and use you for your stuff, right? So either way it go, you should not even talk to him. So don't give that man your number, all right? That work at the grocery store but sleep in his car. Like, he shouldn't even be talking to you. Because what can he do for you? What can he provide for you? Oh, you said plus his car has issues, so he uses Lyft and asks you to take him to get some food. No, bro, I'm not your chauffeur. I'm not your Uber driver. And that's what happens when you date these men that don't have their priorities together, or they don't have no type of, you know, stability. They look for you for stability. So now he asking you, can you take me up the street real quick? Can you take me to work real quick? Can you take me to my homeboy house real quick? Hey, I need a ride real quick. Then next thing you know, once he get comfortable enough with you, here it come. Oh, let me use your car real quick. Yeah, let me drop you off at work and in your car. Let me have the car for the day. You know, I need to use the car for today. He call it the car. It's your car, but he say, let me use the car. That's how you know he got too comfortable when he say the car. Yeah, I'm coming over the house. You mean my house, sir? Talking about, oh, I'm coming over the house. It's your house. You mean he means your house, but he trying to say the house to take off the ownership of it because he trying to infiltrate, right? So you shouldn't be talking to no man anyways. Look, to even feed himself, he got to rely on you just to feed himself. Can you take me to go get some food because I'm hungry? You can't even feed yourself without asking for help. So you need to get your priorities together first, sir, before you start trying to get some booty elsewhere from a woman, right? Let me see what else you say. I had one ask me to buy him burgers. What's up with these men nowadays? These men trying to get y'all to take them and buy them food and ride in your car and you know, they all in your face with no money. That's crazy. These men is all up in your face and don't have nothing to offer you. That's crazy. Okay, let me hop back on YouTube real quick. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. They're so sad out here. Let's see. Hold on, let me pin this real quick. I've been divorced for 27 years. I'm used to paying my own bills. I have my own house. Hold on, I went away. I have my own house, 2 vehicles, etc. I wish I had someone to help. LOL. Most men that approach me are on the struggle bus. That's it. Is it like a epidemic here where it's a lot of men that are not financially stable that's trying to approach women and trying to, start whatever with you, trying to have sex with you, or they're trying to start a relationship with you, or they looking for. I'm gonna tell you, it's two things. If a man is broke, it's two things he looking for: booty, number one, or number two, he looking for you for financial support, right? A man that ain't got no money has no business talking to you. He can't offer you nothing. He can't do nothing for you. All he can do is receive. You get what I'm saying? A man that don't have nothing going on, all he can do is just receive. He don't have nothing to give. He can't even give to himself. So how he gonna give to you? So that sounds like a unbalanced type of deal. It sounds like he getting his cut, but you don't get your cut, right? You providing, going out your way for this man, but he can't do nothing for you. So, men that are not financially stable, men that don't have no car, it's the three basics. I'm gonna give you the three basics, right? These are three basic things every man needs. A man needs his own car, a man needs his own place to stay, and a man needs his own income, right? The house or apartment in his name, a vehicle, car, truck, SUV, something in his name, right? And then he needs his own income, legal tender income, meaning he needs to have a 9 to 5, some type of job, whatever, or he has his own business. He's an entrepreneur and he has his own business and he gets his money like that. So some type of legal income. If a man don't have those three things, he shouldn't even be talk. You shouldn't even look his way, especially as a lot of y'all women are grown, and too grown to be taking care of some grown man that can't do nothing for himself, right? You should not be trying to build a man. You should not be in the business of trying to, build up a man, raise a man. You're not his mama. That was his mama job. His mama failed, clearly. His mama failed. The whatever he went through failed him. And he, as a grown man, still can't get it together, still can't feed himself, still can't take care of himself. That's a problem. You should not even look his way. You should only date men that got their stuff together. You should only date men that got a car, a place to stay, and his own money, his own job, or business or something. And okay, now we can talk. Okay, now what's up? You can take my number. What's up? Now we can talk. Okay, now we can see what's up with you. But outside of that, what we got to talk about? Nothing. We have nothing to talk about. Because especially if you as a grown woman, like right here, you say you pay your own bills, you got your own house. You ain't say apartment. You say you got a house. You say you got 2 vehicles, right? So what you look like dating a man that ain't got half of what you got? What you look like dating a man that ain't got a quarter of what you got? You doing 10 times better in life than he doing. So what can y'all build together? Nothing. You already built, and he just gonna be hanging on to your coattail, trying to, leech off of you, mooch off of you, live off of you. You don't need to be providing for no grown man. He need to get up off his feet and go make some money, right? What he in your face for? These men got their priorities messed up. These men want to get some booty, but they don't want to get no money, right? I'm gonna say that one more time. A lot of these men out here, all they want to do is get some booty. All they care about is sex from a woman, but they not worried about getting no money. They not worried about working to be able to provide, to get the booty, right? You got to provide. It's an exchange. Ain't nothing in life free. You want a woman around, you gotta pay to have her time. A woman not free. A woman is not cheap. If you want a woman around you, you're gonna have to provide an experience and an environment for her to feel comfortable of you being a provider and protector and stuff like that. How is a woman going to listen? It's a lot of men that say this. A lot of men say, oh, women don't listen to me. Women don't listen to men no more. You know, the problem is y'all not real men. If you was a real man that could lead, then maybe a woman might have a listening ear. But if you can't lead nowhere, or you led your life down the hole somewhere, down the toilet somewhere, why would she follow your lead to jump off a cliff? Right? That don't even make no sense. So yeah, of course, you know, it's very sad that in this society, you know, men had a head. Let's be real, men had a head start. You know, it was a certain point of time women couldn't have a bank account. Women could not get credit cards. Women could not own lands. Women couldn't own nothing for a long time. Women couldn't vote. You couldn't even vote, you know, for the president. You can't even vote. So women at one point couldn't make no money. They had to rely on a man to make money. But now in modern society, it seems like the women have surpassed the men. That's crazy. It seemed like the men, they had a head start. You should already had your money together, right? But it seemed like the women are outdoing the men now. Women are getting more educated. Women are, you know, getting more money, having more assets and businesses and stuff. And a lot of these men are just lazy and don't want to do nothing. So, but that don't mean it's not men out here that are, you know, providers and stuff like that, but you just got to find them. Stop. You got to leave the brokies alone. Leave the dusties alone. Leave the brokies at home. Stop talking to them. They want your number. No, you can't have my number. They want to hang out and you can't see me. If you're not spending no money, you can't see me, player. You can't talk to me. You know? A lot of y'all women, if a man don't have what you have, what we talking for? And we supposed to be building, you know, we supposed to be, you know, a lot of men say what you bring to the table, right? A lot of women are the table. They the whole table. And the man, the man just expects him just to walk up and just sit at her table and take from her. No, that's not how that go. You know, the woman is the prize. I'm gonna tell you straight up. The woman from the beginning of time has always been the prize. You know, a man should have to work his whole life to be able to provide for a family. Ain't that what men are working so hard for? To provide for a family. So he's not really serious about his survival for himself and his you know, wife and offspring if he not making no money, right? You know, if a man not making no money, what we talking for? It ain't no talking. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Okay, let me see what else y'all say. What else y'all say? Oh, you got me a super chat. Thanks. Is it Vanna Marie? Thanks for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. You got a question? Let me see. Guy I was dating gave me the middle finger for no reason. He said sorry and that he was joking, but I felt disrespected and hurt. Did I do right by cutting him off? Yeah, because why you playing like that? You know, why you say he gave you the middle finger for no reason? Like, you know, I can see why you cut him off, because it's just like you're childish, right? A, you're childish. B, you probably don't know me like that to be playing with me like that. And C, you know, if you felt hurt and disrespected, can't nobody tell you how you feel. So if you felt like this man was disrespecting you, any form of disrespect, you got to cut that man off, because a lot of times it only gets worse. If he already put his middle finger up at you saying forget you, what else? What's the next step? You know? So if he, you know, disrespect start off at really small, but disrespect get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if a man is, you know, disrespecting you in any way, form, or you feel weird about it, you know, you could check him. You could say, hey, I don't appreciate you putting up the middle finger. I don't appreciate you, that gesture. I don't like it. I feel like it's disrespectful. I would appreciate it if you never do it again. Otherwise, I don't think we could talk anymore. You know, you can tell a man straight up like that. Or you could just cut him off, right? And just say, I don't even want to deal with it. So, I mean, I don't blame you for cutting him off per se. Maybe you could have, checked him on it and kind of let him know your boundaries and stuff before cutting him off. But then again, I don't blame you for just being cutthroat and just, being strict about yourself and your feelings, because your feelings matter. Don't let no man walk all over you or mistreat you or do none of that, right? You should always make sure a man respects you, and especially if you just started talking or y'all just started dating and he already, putting up his middle finger at you and acting childish. Like, bro, you a grown man and you're acting real childish, like you putting up the middle finger, like for what, like you too grown for that, and playing around. It's like you play too much. And then you don't want no man that's playing around with you because he not serious. He joke around too much, and you don't need nobody that thinks that life is a game, right? So I don't blame you. I don't blame you for cutting him off at all. But thanks again for the super chat, though. I really appreciate it. Let me see. Let me see what else y'all got for me. Oh, let me hop back on Instagram real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what they got on Instagram. Okay. I got one. Hold on. Okay. Why do guys want to chill over a female house instead of going out on the first date? Okay, I got a good one for that. I got a few reasons for that. Okay, so why do men want to go over your house, or they want you to come over their house, and they don't want to, take you out on a proper date, right? You would think that the first time that you and this man interact, it will be in a public setting, but he trying to make it a private setting. Now, why would he want to make it a private setting, right? So I'm put it like this. A man, he don't want to spend no money, right? I'm going to put it like this. Dating is expensive. Dating, to be a man in this day and age and to be dating, you got to have some money. I'm going to tell you right now, if you dating, especially multiple women, you got to have some money to date multiple women. I take you out to the restaurant, $100. I take Lauren out to the restaurant, another $100. I take Brittany out to the restaurant, another $100, right? So dating can get expensive, for a lot of men. So a lot of men say, you know what? Let me just keep my money to myself and I can just skip all that, because, a lot of men, they feel like it's a risk, because if I spend my money on this date, she might not give me no booty after the date. We might not never have sex, or she might not even like me on the date, or I might turn her off, or she might turn me off, or it just don't work out, right? So I just spent all my money on this girl for nothing, right? I just spent $100 on the restaurant, and we don't even talk no more, right? Maybe that was that one time we met up, I spent $100. Now she's not answering the phone no more. I'm calling her, I'm texting her, she's not answering no more. So now, you know what? I'm not gonna risk no more. I'm not gonna spend my money on these women no more. Just come over my house. Let's skip all the risk of you liking me or you not liking me, or me spending money and losing my money. I can just get you to come over my house, and then we're already in a private setting. So now I can make my move. Now I can have sex with you. Now I can, pull out the moves on the couch, put my arm around you, cuddle up with you. Yeah, right? And I don't got to pay for the booty, right? I don't got to pay for the booty. I can just have the booty come over my house, or I can just go over your house and get the booty. So, a lot of men, they feel like I don't want to spend no money, because A, they probably ain't got no money to spend, or B, they got so tired of spending money on women, and I guess it didn't go nowhere, or they didn't get the booty that they wanted, right? It's a lot of men, they'll take you out on the first date, the first time they take you out, and that night, they want some booty. They expect some booty that night. They say, hey, I done took you out. I done spent $100 at the restaurant, and I want some booty tonight, right? And that's not realistic because the woman don't owe you nothing, right? You just getting to know each other. And yeah, you're supposed to pay for her time, but that don't mean she owe you nothing, right? So a lot of men, they just feel like, well, I'm not gonna spend no money on her. And on top of that, a lot of men don't really care. It's some men that say, I don't care about getting to know her. I don't care about, trying to know her favorite color, know what her mama name is. I gotta know how many brothers and sisters she got, how she grew up, what school she went to, what degree she got, what she working on right now. I don't care about all that. I just want the booty. So let's skip all the dates and all the talking on the phone and all the texting and all these back and forth asking each other questions about each other. I don't really care. I just want the booty. So let me just come over, or you come over my house and I'll just get the booty. Because that's all they wanted. Basically, all they wanted was sex. They don't even want to take the time out to get to know you. They feel like they're wasting time. They said, let's just skip that. Let's skip the money. Let's skip me getting to know you. And let me just get the booty, get what I want. Or sometimes a man, he expect the booty up front. Like he want to go over your house or he wants you to come over his house. He want the booty up front because he felt like, okay, well, I know she really like me. If she give me the booty up front, then I know she really like me. Now I might consider taking her out. It's some men that's like that. But then it's some men that even if, let's say you do have sex with a man on the first night, even after that, you might think he might take you out. No, it's some men that say, no, I'm not finna take you out. I ain't had to take you out to get the booty the first time, so I'm still not gonna take you out, right? But either way it go, no matter which way you flip it, with all that being said, if a man tries to get you to come over his house on the first date or wants to come over your house, you already know where his mind is at. Booty. That's all he wants from you. If he didn't even try to sit down and get to know you on a proper date, then he wasting your time, right? Or he just used to women coming over. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised at how many women will come over a man's house without a date. It's so many men that ain't have to pay nothing. They ain't have to come out their wallet for nothing. Every girl they DM on Instagram or they swiping on dating apps, they say, hey, come over real quick. Come over real quick. Let me go over your house. And a lot of them girls, a lot of those women, they say, okay, I'll come over. Okay. And they have sex. And then he go on about his business. She go on about her business, right? And then a lot of times she don't even hear from him no more because that's all he wanted was the booty. And he ghosted her. A lot of women have, had sex with a man on the first night and she got ghosted. The man ain't call her no more. He ain't text her no more. He even blocked her. It's a lot of men had sex with you the first time and blocked you the next day, and you like, what happened? That's all he wanted, right? So if a man just want to come over your house, that's all he want. All he want is sex, all right? I'm gonna ask, let me do one more Instagram. Well, I guess I just answered that. Why do men not believe in going on dates? I just answered that. Let me see. What else we got? I gotta scroll. I've been talking. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Okay, let me pin this. Okay, what did it say? What if this guy I've been friends with benefits, but he has a girlfriend? So you the side girl, okay? But has the nerve to ask me how are things going with my new boyfriend? This situationship has been for 4 years. What does he want? It just sounds like you've been okay with being the side girl for 4 years, And I mean, he catching feelings because he territorial, because you know how men are. Even if he got a girlfriend, he still don't want you to have sex with nobody else. So, A, he should not be cheating on his girlfriend. B, you deserve better because you shouldn't be no side girl to no man that got a girlfriend anyways. Get your own man, right? You want your own man. You know, what's the point of being friends with benefits, having sex with a man, and he not even yours? He got a whole girlfriend. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And it's been, he said the situation should been for 4 years. What does he want from you? He don't want nothing from you. He just want to stay friends with benefits. He got a girlfriend, but he just don't want you to talk to nobody else. You know, it's a double standard. A lot of men, they feel like I can do what I want to do, but you can't do what you want to do, right? It's just a double standard. So, you know, you deserve better. Don't be nobody's side girl. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else we got. Do you think, hold on. I don't know why it's not pinning. Do you think real men still exist? Real relationship, genuine with love. Yeah. I feel like I don't know why it's not pinning. Yeah, it's still good men out there. It's a lot of good men out there. I'm not gonna say it's all bad men. Like, no matter what I say up here, it's a lot of good men out there. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of good men out there. They rare. I'm gonna be honest with you. They rare. It's probably more bad men than good men. Honestly, it's probably more bad people than good people. Right? Man or woman. It's more bad people in the world that do bad stuff. Everybody think they good. Ain't nobody gonna say they a bad person. But we know the real. There's a lot of bad people out there, right? But it is a lot of good men out there that still desire relationships and marriage, that want to settle down, that want to be faithful. You'd be surprised that it's a lot of faithful men out there that never cheated on their wife. It's rare. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's some men that it's a lot of men. It might be rare, more rare than not, because there's a lot of men that, you know, they lack integrity, right? They'll just cheat and they just have sex and whatever, you know. But it's still a lot of good men out there that will never cheat, never lie, that's honest, that's faithful, that's real. You know, get you one of those men, right? She said, I need a man with money. I'm tired of the brokies. That's funny. That's so funny. Okay, let me see. Hold on, I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling through, y'all. Hold on, I'm scrolling through. I'm scrolling through. Hold on, hold on. I'm trying to read all y'all messages. Okay. What's your perspective on going 50-50 when dating? If you're going out to eat, to the movies, etc. I don't believe in that. Especially in the beginning. You talking about dating? In the very beginning, I don't believe in 50-50 at all, period. But especially when you first meet a guy and y'all just getting to know each other, y'all just now starting to go on dates and stuff like that. What we talking about going 50-50 for? What we paying for? Isn't he trying to get your attention? The man asked for your number, right? First off, he asked for your number. He wanted you. You was minding your own business. He wanted you. So why am I paying as a woman? Why am I paying for a man that wanted me? That don't make sense. Then, if y'all going out on a date, why are you paying for anything when he invited 9 times out of 10? That man invited you out on a date, right or wrong. He said, "Hey, let's meet at this date at this time. Let's do this." Right? Why are you paying for anything? Where does a woman pay? Where does anybody pay? If I'm invited somewhere, I'm not paying nothing. If I'm invited somewhere, you invited me out, right? So you pay. That's how it's supposed to go. If you invite me out, you pay. Period. You know? So no, you should not go 50-50 with no man. You should not be going paying half. Like if y'all go out to eat, you gonna pay for half, you gonna pay for your half and he pay for his half? No. He need to pay for that whole table, both of y'all meals, or else he shouldn't even have took you out in the first place. What type of man take a woman out and expect her to pay? Well, these men out here a little different now. I will say, I guess these men out here, they do be expecting a woman to pay. But them the type of men that you should not be dating. You should not be talking to, right? Because these men, a man that even expect you to pay or don't have the money to pay your half, you shouldn't be dating him. Why are we going to the movies for? And I'm paying half, I'm paying my ticket, you pay for your ticket. Like, no, you invited me to the movies, you pay for the movies, right? If you want to, you could have went by yourself. If you're going to pay for yourself, you could have went with your homegirls or your kids or somebody. You could have went with your mama or somebody if you was going to pay. But if you're going out with a man, the man's supposed to be leading by example. He's supposed to show you I'm a provider. If a man can't even buy you a plate of food, or if a man can't even buy you a movie ticket, what does that tell you about that man? He not no real man. You know what I'm saying? If he can't even afford that, we shouldn't be talking in the first place, right? Let me see what else you got. Okay, hold on. Let me switch back to YouTube. Let me go back to YouTube. Let me see what y'all got. Let me scroll down. Hold on. Let me scroll. Okay, here go a question. Let me see. Let me pin this. Okay. Say, why do men pull back when they like you too much, right? So why do men pull back when they like you too much? A, you might have been his first baddie, you know? Sometimes you as a woman, you just the most beautiful woman he ever been with, and it's scaring the living daylights out of him, right? You scare him, you intimidate him because he never had a woman like you. So he might self-sabotage whatever he got with you. Maybe he like you a lot and he want to, approach you and get to know you and stuff, but he's so afraid of you and so intimidated because you're so beautiful, your booty so big, you so talented, maybe you are an upscale type of woman, you got a nice car, you got luxury items and stuff, you got, your hair done, your nails done. So he might be like, man, I don't know if I live up to her standards. I don't know if she like me. I don't know if I qualify for this woman. So basically, he might have disqualified himself. He just took himself out the race and just say, hey, I don't got what it takes to be with this woman because she's so beautiful and I can't afford her, and or I'm just too shy and I don't know what to say to her, right? Some men, they might be afraid to even approach you because you're so beautiful, and they don't even know what to say. They feel like you gonna reject them because they feel like they not even your type, So some men might pull back because they're intimidated by you and they can't afford you. Or some men, they pull back when they start liking you because maybe they've been hurt before, right? Maybe it was a woman that hurt him before. Maybe it was a woman that lied to him, cheated on him, dogged him out, whatever. And he might be afraid of getting close to a woman. He might be afraid of being vulnerable with that woman. He might be afraid to get close to somebody again because he think that the same thing gonna happen. He feel like you gonna hurt him the same way his ex hurt him. So he just pulled back before that happened. He said, the last girl I caught feelings for broke my heart. So now I can't give a woman my heart. So that's why he pulled back away from you, right? And then some men, they pull back because they got some more booty on the side. It's another woman they dating, talking to, getting to know. It's another woman they're interacting with, right? So they might pull back because, hey, yeah, I'm starting to like you a lot, but I can't get too close to you because I got a girl at home. I got a wife at home and kids at home. So I can't get too close to you, shorty. I can't get too we can't be too tight together because I don't want my girl or my wife to find out and I get kicked out the house and she divorced me because I'm cheating, right? So I can't get too close, right? So he might pull back like that. Or some men, they just pull back just because maybe it was something about you that turned them off. It could be that. Maybe something you said, maybe it was something that you did, maybe it was a way how you acted, and maybe he started to like you at first, but then you did something that was a deal breaker to him, and he say, nah, I can't talk to her. I'm good on her. I don't want to talk to her, right? So he might pull back because of that. So, them there's a few reasons why men just might pull back after they, start liking you too much. Let me see what other questions y'all got. Okay, here go one. Okay. Sid, what are 3 things a man values in a woman to consider marriage? That's a good question. That's a good question. Loyalty. Loyalty is number one. A man just want to know that the woman that he's with has his back, cares about him and only him, there for him, loves him. You just won't switch up on him. Just that loyalty. Y'all know what loyalty is, right? So loyalty. Then another thing that men, you said 3 things, right? Okay. Another thing that men value to consider in a marriage, I would say respect. Respect is another big one. A man wants to feel respected, wants to feel like his woman cares for him, admires him, cares about his leadership, cares about, how what's going on with him as a man, and she don't disrespect him, right? You know, the easiest way to explain respect is not being disrespected. So he don't want his woman to like disrespect him or treat him bad or nothing. He want his woman to admire him, love him, take heed to his good leadership if he's a good man, right? And then let's say the last one I would say to consider marriage. Let's say a good one. I say loyalty, respect. Some men, I guess I could throw sex in there. Some men would say good sex, whatever, or not even sex though. I would say intimacy, right? Compatibility, just being his best friend inside and outside the bedroom, right? Of course, men like sex, men love sex, right? But at the same time, past the sex, because sex is just sex. Past the sex, are we compatible? Are you my best friend? Can we sit down and talk? And can we share, things about each other? Can I be vulnerable with you? Can I open up to you? Well, can I feel like you're not going to judge me for who I am or my past or what I've been through? Will you be there to lift me up and I'll be there to lift you up too? So I would say compatibility. Compatibility is and sex kind of go into compatibility too, because you got to be compatible in the bedroom too. So I mean compatibility all across the board. So loyalty, respect, compatibility. There we go. Those are 3 things that a man will value in a woman to consider marriage. I think those are some good ones, just off the top of my head. But yeah, you do. That's a good okay. But you do have to find a man that is in their true masculine role. That's true. Because, but that's to already say, that man is already considering marriage. So hopefully he's already moving as a husband before he becomes a husband, right? Hopefully he's already acting like he's a husband, already, as a grown man, moving like a grown man before he even comes to you and approaches you, right? For marriage, So if he's a good man, then of course, I feel like most women don't have no problem with allowing a good man to lead, as long as he a good man. The problem is there's a lot of men that can't lead, and the woman is, of course, you're not gonna lead me down a dead end road, So okay, let's see what else we got. Let's jump back on Instagram real quick. Let me see what y'all said in the chat real quick. What y'all talking about? Let me see. What y'all say on Instagram? I'm looking here. Okay, here go on. Do most men just want something casual? Because when most men just want that from you, people say it's your energy that you put out. So it sounds like, are you saying like, do most men just want sex from you based on how a woman, puts herself out there? No, because it don't matter how a woman acts. It don't matter what a woman dresses like. A woman can be dressed from head to toe, covered up, no skin showing, and a man will still want to have sex with you, right? It don't matter if you're the most conservative woman. You could read books all day. You could you could be in the house. You could be going to church every Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday. You could be the most perfect little angel woman, conservative. You don't cuss. You don't drink. You don't smoke. You don't go out, and you not partying. You not no H to the O to the E. You real conservative, and a man will still only want sex from you, right? So it don't matter. It's not really contingent on the woman, even though sometimes I guess the woman, how she carry herself, can influence how a man views her. Because let's put it like this: if a woman got her booty out on every picture on Instagram, you can't really get mad that is men in your DMs that want some of that booty. They see you showing the booty. They're like, hey, I'm trying to see what that booty feel like, right? So maybe in that sense, but at the same time, like I said, a woman could be covered head to toe, not showing none of her body parts, not showing no skin, and men will still only want sex from her. So either way it go, men gonna want sex from you regardless, and want something casual, not just based on how a woman dress or how she acts, but just because of the man's hormones and testosterone, and he just wants some sex. He wants some booty. That's how men are. Just a lot of men are just designed. Unfortunately, they think with this head down here instead of this head down up here. They don't think with the brain. They think down there with that with that head, right? They use that head and not this head. You get what I'm saying? So, it could be like that. Let me see what else y'all say on Instagram. Okay, here goes somebody. Let me see. Hold on, let me see this. Let me read this whole thing. Why is it not showing me the whole thing? Okay, here we go. I got a question. How do you feel about women going after the man? Usually the man is pursuing the woman. It's cool as long as he's putting in effort too. No. No. Anybody, I'm put it like this. Anybody that watch me and been watching me know that I'm completely against a woman pursuing a man. Never, ever, ever do you pursue a man. Never do you ask a man for his number. Never. Never do you call a man first. Never. Never do you text a man first. Never. Never do you spend money on a man. Never. Never do you do, especially in the beginning, you not doing none of this stuff, right? The man is the what? Pursuer. Men are what? Hunters. Men are what? Protectors, providers. Let the man chase you. Let the man hunt you. You the prize, not the big dusty man. You the prize, not that big hairy man over there. Who the prize? Look at you and look at this big hairy man over here, and look at you with your soft, beautiful skin. Who the prize? You. So don't you ever get it twisted that a woman should pursue a man. You never pursue a man. Never in the history of anything. Do you ever see a woman pursuing a man? A woman gonna get on one knee and propose to a man? That's what you gonna do? Cause you might as well do that. If you talking about you gonna pursue a man, you might as well get down on one knee and propose to him. You might as well pay all the bills. You might as well, if you gonna be the man, you gonna be the man. Because you just took his job away from him. Men are the hunters. Men are the providers. If you are the one hunting and providing for him, you took his job away. That means that's going to move him into a feminine role. That's going to make him be the woman. Now you might as well open up his car door. You might as well, buy him some flowers. If we're going to go that route, if we're going to be chasing a man, you got to go all the way. You got to pay all the bills. You got to mow the lawn. You got to cut. You got to work on the car. You got to change the tire. You got to do all that because he going to be in his feminine energy because you too much in your masculine energy trying to chase a man. Let the man come to you. Let the man chase you, want you. You the prize. The man is never, I'm going to tell you as a man, I'm a man myself. I'm never going to say that the man is the prize. The woman is the prize. The man got to work his whole life to be able to provide and have the privilege of having a wife and kids one day to take care of the household. That's a privilege to be able to have a woman by your side, right? Have you ever heard of a trophy? That's why it's called a trophy wife. You a trophy. You are the prize, a trophy wife. Men are the hunters. And since the beginning of time, men are hunters. Men go out, they hunt. They hunt the wild animals and they come bring home the meat and the fur, right? That's what men do. We hunt. But never in history do you see the women going out hunting. Why the woman is going out hunting and the men at home? So the man is the hunter. Never take that away from the man. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing after the man the whole time. When you start off chasing the man, you always going to be chasing him. You always going to be the one only calling him. He don't never call you. Why? Because you so busy calling him. And guess what? While you so desperate and so thirsty calling him, you going to have your feelings hurt. Why? Because sometimes he's not even going to answer. Sometimes he going to get around to you and he get around to you. He know you're going to call him back later on anyways. So he might not even answer his phone. He might not even, call you back, text you back, nothing. And now you looking stupid. You looking dumb over here, mad because you like, why he ain't texting me back? Why he ain't calling me back? Did you get my text? Hey, I called you today. Hey, stranger. Hey, did you get my last message? He got your message. He got your message. But guess what? He didn't want to talk to you because you too desperate. You too thirsty. He don't want, a man don't want no woman that is too easy. Men like a challenge. Men like to chase. Men like to hunt. Men are in competition mode all the time. You got to think about it. Men love to compete. Think about it. Don't men love sports? That's competing. Don't men like video games? That's competing. Don't men like going to the gym? I'm competing. I'm the biggest, I'm the tallest, I'm the strongest, I'm the smartest. Men like to compete. So you got to let the men compete with each other for you, because you the prize. Let the men compete to see who's the best fit for you, instead of you competing with other women to get a man's attention. That's not what you do. You don't chase after no man, ever. I got too many videos. You can go on my YouTube channel right now. I got too many videos of never chasing a man, never calling a man first, never texting a man first, never pursuing a man, never paying for a date for a man. Like, let him do 100% of the pursuing. If not, we not talking. If you not calling me first, we ain't talking, player. If you not texting me first, we just not gonna talk. If you not making plans to see me and paying some money to see me, we not gonna talk. We ain't got nothing to talk about. So you gotta cut off every man that thinks he's the prize. If a man say he the prize, you gotta cut him off. If a man say that he's just so great and he feel like you should chase him, or he feel like you should pay for him, or he feel like all this stuff, basically what he's saying is he think he better than you, and he think that you are beneath him. He feel like he's up here, you're down here, and you should be honored to be in his presence, and you gotta earn your way and earn your value to this man in his life. No, ain't no chasing. If a man needs to want you and chase after you from the jump, always let the man pursue you. You never get on one knee and propose to a man, ever. I saw an Instagram post that I said, why this woman? I see this woman on one knee proposing to this man. I said, bro, what generation do we live in now? Like, what's going on for real? You got women paying all the bills now. You got women chasing after men, walking up to a man, hey, handsome, what's your number? Hey, handsome, what's up with you? Hey, handsome, hey, you got a girlfriend? Women approaching men, spending money on men. What's up with this? And y'all wonder why these men not real men no more. Because y'all got them acting like women, because y'all became the men. Because y'all too busy chasing after a man, being desperate and thirsty. You need to stop being so desperate and thirsty and let the man come to you. You the prize, all right? So never chase after a man. I don't care how much effort he putting in. Keep letting him put in effort. He's supposed to put in effort. He's supposed to pursue you and chase you because you're the prize, duh. And he's supposed to do that. That's what a man's supposed to do. Don't you ever chase after no man. I better not catch none of y'all chasing after no man. What are we chasing for? Okay, here you go. What if you find a man? Here go one. Hold on. Can I pin this? Pin comment. Why is not letting me pin this comment? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me pin this one. I'm trying to pin this comment. Okay. Why is not letting me pin this? Hold on. Okay, I can pin this. Can I pin this? I don't know why it's not letting me pin this comment. But I'm gonna read it out anyways. What if you find a man who is financially struggling, but you as a woman decide to help him to get on his feet? You crazy. I'm gonna tell you, you tripping and you crazy, and you should be ashamed of yourself for trying to build and raise a grown man, because he don't have no business even talking to you, and you don't have no business talking to him because he can't do nothing for you, but you over here helping him out for what? And you're being used. Do you not see that he's using you? Do you not see that his priorities as a man is messed up? You mean to tell me why he thinking about booty when he need to be thinking about getting some money? Like, what's up with these men out here? He over here trying to talk to a woman and get her number and asking for help. Can you help me with this? I'm struggling financially. and this and that. Why he dating for? What is he dating? You got to really ask yourself as a woman, what business does this man have dating a woman? He need to be more occupied with getting himself together and stop asking strangers for help and asking for a handout and expecting people to help him. Help me, help me, help me. He need to help himself. Get off his own 2 feet and help himself. He's supposed to be a man. So you talking to a man that's not even a man. And he a little boy, and you raising a little boy that's in a grown man's body. He's an able-bodied man. He can go and work somewhere. Why he's struggling financially? That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's not your problem. That's not your man. That's not your husband. That ain't got nothing to do with you. And 9 times out of 10, he's the one that sabotaged his life financially outside of, whatever. It wasn't just life. Sometimes it's life. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's his problem. Why he can't keep a job. Why he can't get no money. That's his problem. So why do you want to build a man? This ain't Build a Bear workshop. What we building people for? We grown. We adults. You don't need nobody to help you out, right? You're not asking strangers to help you financially, right? What's his problem? What's his issue? He a grown man. That's not your job as a woman to be providing for no man. So guess what? If you are helping him, you should not be. You should have never did it. But if you are still doing it, you need to stop because you're being used. He's using you, playing you in your face. Why you think he want anything to do with a woman? Because he's trying to find gullible, easy to manipulate women to hear my sob story, to feel sorry for me so you can pay my bills. Yeah, duh. That's the easiest game in the world. If I'm a broke man, the easiest thing to do instead of getting some money is to just get a woman that got some money. If I ain't got no car, all I gotta do is get with a woman and I can ride in her car, or I can have her co-sign for me to get a car. That's the easiest way to come up as a man, is to use a woman to come up, and you're being used because, again, he should not even be dating. Look at his priorities. He worried about hanging out with you and stuff and talking to you on the phone. He need to be getting some money. You shouldn't be talking. And as a woman, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because why are we talking to a man that's not financially stable, that can't offer you nothing? He can't take you out nowhere. He can't buy you nothing. He can't do nothing for you. I thought the point of having a man in your life was to help, do something, fix something. You add on to your life. It don't sound like he adding on to your life. It sounds like he taking from you, but not pouring back into you. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, since y'all been talking, he been having his hand out, asking, and you've been giving. But what did you receive back? Nothing. You're being used. He's playing you. I'm going to tell you, if ain't nobody else telling you, I'm going to tell you right now, he's playing you in your face, baby girl. He playing you. He don't care nothing about you. All he want to do is be selfish and get back on his feet. And once he get back on his feet, you think he going to remember you? No. He gonna cut you off, and now that you built this man up, and now that he got his self together, now he can go attract the woman that he really want. But he was just using you as a stepping stone, as a footstool to get to the next level or to maintain his lifestyle he already got. So you being used. So don't you ever date no struggling man. I don't care how sorry his story is. It's so sad. Oh, poor baby. But that ain't got nothing to do with you. You got to let him be a man. You got to let him fall on his face and get back up and stand on his own 2 feet as a man. The more that you help a struggling financially, whatever type of man that ain't got no money, the more that you help him is the more you're enabling him from being a true man. You're taking the journey away from him because he has to learn how to fall to get back up. But if you always there to save him, how is he ever going to save himself? Right? So Stop dating brokies. Stop dating dusties. As soon as a man say, I ain't got no car, oh, can't talk to you, bye. As soon as a man say, I ain't got no money, oh, definitely can't, bye. What? Who? Huh? I can't even hear no more. My ears don't even work. As soon as you say I ain't got no money, my ears don't work no more. I don't even know who I'm talking to no more. You know, as soon as a man say, I ain't got no place to stay, oh, you can't stay here. We ain't got nothing to talk about, player. It ain't nothing to talk about. Right? If a man say I'm struggling, I'm trying to, what do you think he got anything to do with you? He's using you. So don't be stupid giving your money away to this con artist, to this brokey, this dusty that's using you for your money. Stop being played. This man is playing you in your face, and you letting him play with you because you feel sorry for him, or you really, really like him, and you trying to impress him or make him happy or whatever, but he's using you. He's using you. And as soon and all he's gonna do is just take from you. And eventually you'll see that, you know, he playing you in your face. And then when he cut you off, after you spending all this money trying to help him out, and he cut you off after he get back on his feet, hey, don't say I ain't tell you so. Cut him off. Just cut him off. Okay, just cut him off. Stop being stupid. All right, I'm not calling you stupid, but the act of taking care of a grown man is stupid. I can't even say it. I can't even say it nice. That's stupid. You should not be taking care of no grown man. You know, don't do it no more. Cut him off and find a man that can provide for you. Find a man that's not struggling financially, that can help you financially. How about that? Pay your bills, take you out. How about that? Why we volunteering to help the homeless shelter for the homeless man for what? If you're gonna help the homeless, you can go out in the street and help the real homeless people. It's real homeless people out there. If you're gonna help somebody, you want to help a grown man out. That you know. So if you want to do some charity work, at least be able to claim it on your taxes or something, right? Some donations. You can't even claim that on your taxes. So more of the story is, if a man ain't got no money, he shouldn't even be in your face, and you definitely shouldn't be in his face. All right. So stop tripping. All right. Cut him off right now. Cut him off. Cut him off. What else we got? Okay, let me see this. How should a man be conducting in a relationship after a committed relationship is established? Should he be paying for maintenance, bills, etc.? Yeah, I mean, we talking about committed relationship. We talking about like boyfriend, girlfriend. We talking about marriage, you know? Now, even if it is boyfriend, girlfriend, I mean, it's nice, you know, if a man pay for your hair, your nails, stuff like that, that's a very nice gesture, and that's a nice man, you know. Or if he's, feeding you, might help you with a bill or something, or he at least just, making sure you mentally, and stable, and you taking care of his stuff. That's what a man's supposed to do anyways, right? Now, certain things are bare minimum, and certain things are princess treatment, right? So, it's a thin line, because, some people say that certain things are princess treatment, certain things are bare minimum. But at the very basis of it, if you dating a man, period, he should be contributing financially somewhere, whether it's feeding you, whether it's just buying you something, whether it's taking you out, whether it's, paying for a bill or something, especially if y'all live together. If y'all live together, then yeah, he need to be paying the bills and stuff. Now the maintenance and stuff, it's nice if he do, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of women that they don't have no problem paying for their own hair, their own nails. They get that done whatever, on their own, but if a man want to pay for it, they ain't gonna deny it, but they gonna stay with their hair done, nails done, regardless if they got a man or not. How about that? There's a lot of women like that, regardless if they have a man or not. They don't even expect a man to pay for nothing, because her hair gonna be done regardless whether a man is in the picture or not. Her nails gonna be done regardless whether a man want to pay for it or not. Her stuff gonna be done, so yeah, I mean, a man should contribute, financially to a woman, yes. Now, to the extent, definitely comes more into, like if y'all live together, then of course he should be paying the bills. Or if he, if he want to if he want to pay for your maintenance and stuff, that's nice and stuff. The main thing is them bills. As long as them lights on and you got a roof over your head, that's the main thing, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's nice if you do. It just depends on what type of level of men you dealing with, right? Are we dealing with the average working everyday man? Are we dealing with a rich man? If it's a rich man, then yeah, you might expect a little bit more financial support out of him, right? But if he, the average working man and stuff, the economy, blah blah blah, at least pay for the bare minimum, the bills, the stuff like that. Making sure you got a roof over your head, food to eat, clothes on your back, especially that. But if he want to, you got a good man, that do help you out, or do something for you. Let's see what else we got. What else I got? Oh, let me jump back to YouTube. Let me see what the YouTube chat is. What y'all talking about on YouTube? I'm looking at two different chats. I got YouTube right here. I got Instagram right here. So I'm looking at two different chats right now. So bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to answer all y'all questions. What time is it? I've been preaching and talking. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna start going live, y'all. So brief intermission. I'm going live. I'm gonna make a flyer. I'm put on Instagram for y'all. And then I already put it on YouTube, but just to let y'all know, this is gonna be a every week thing. Okay, we're gonna start it off at least every week. So every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be going live like I am right now on YouTube, Instagram, and we're gonna have what we having right now. Y'all got my full attention, right? And I'm here to answer all y'all questions. So every Tuesday, tune in Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, we there. And if y'all did want to talk, like let's say you wanted to have a one-on-one conversation, you can go on my website. Link is in description on YouTube and my bio on Instagram. You can check the links, whatever. Go to my website, SyddFerrell.com. You could book a one-on-one phone call with me. You could book a FaceTime with me. We could talk. It's all confidential, right? And I can help you, further. If you want some real hands-on, you want me to hold your hand through the whole thing, I could definitely, help you out with that. So feel free to go on my website if you need further dating advice, one-on-one with me. Let me see what we got here. Man, it's crazy out here. These dudes out here are just crazy. Well, y'all funny in the chat. Y'all be funny in the chat. Not y'all be getting each other together in the chat. Hold on, I'm just reading the chat. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Here go one. What about a timeline for sex after building a rapport with each other? 90 days. a few months. So basically, when should you have sex with a man for the first time? Okay, I'm gonna be real. We all adults, we all grown, right? But at the same time, I would say this: you want a man to get to know you first before he gets to know your body, right? Don't be having sex with a man on the first night and a lot of times expecting him to respect you or expecting him to, want something further with you. Don't be expecting a lot out of that, because that might be all he wanted from you, or he might think less of you because you gave it up too easy. Now he think you a H to the O to the E because you gave up the kitty cat too early, right? So, and then he didn't even have to get to know you. He didn't have to spend no money on you. He didn't have to take you out, nothing. So, if he did not have to invest into the booty, why would I care about the booty that I didn't even have to work hard for the booty? The booty was easy to get. So that's the problem right there. So I'm not gonna exactly say 90 days or so. I know Steve Harvey kind of coined that. Steve Harvey was the one, I believe, that said the 90-day rule, stuff like that. I'm gonna at least say, hey, don't be having sex. At least give it like, I'll say a timeline. At least at the very, if you could hold off for at least like a month or two or something. I know some of y'all be hot and ready and want to just have sex the first night or the first week or the first couple weeks. Like at least let some time go by. Let some dates roll in. Maybe give it at least like bare minimum like 2 months or something, before you just spreading your legs for just a random man, stuff like that. At least let it be some time, maybe 3 months, maybe 90 days is a good time, maybe 3 months, 90 days is 3 months, maybe that is a good kind of time, probationary period to where he can just get the booty, right? But don't be giving the booty out first night or first week or first 2, 3, 4, 5 dates, dates and stuff, give it some time before y'all actually get intimate. You want him to get to know you, your personality, get to know, who you are on the inside before you let him in on the outside, right? So yeah, I ain't gonna necessarily put a time limit on it, but just make sure it's not early. At the end of the day, regardless of when you have sex with this man, we all grown, but just don't let it be too early. Don't let it be the first few weeks or something like that. At the very, very least, if you can't hold off, like let him get to like you first before he already want the booty, but let him like you first before even getting the booty. Okay. Let me see on what y'all talking about. Let me see on YouTube what y'all talking about. Okay, I got one. Where to meet elite men. So I guess rich men. It sound like you saying rich men. So where to meet rich men at? Okay. So I got a few places. Y'all gotta listen closely. I got a few places where you can meet a rich man at. Number one, and these off the top of my head, places I could just think of. Number one, cigar lounges. It's a lot of rich men, wealthy men that smoke cigars. They be in cigar lounges for whatever reason. That's their thing. Okay, so cigar lounges, airport lobbies, hotel lobbies or just upscale hotels, period. Where else? Country clubs and golf courses, right? Don't sleep on those. Country clubs, a lot of rich men go golfing. I'm going to tell you that right now. It ain't the basketball fans. It ain't the football fans. You got to go to the golfing fans. They be out there, okay? So, or the polo, horseback riding with the polo, those type of horseback, the horse races and stuff. you got to go to those events, the horse races, and stuff like that. Those are the really rich men is it, you can go to like upscale bars, upscale restaurants, restaurants that cost some money, restaurants that or bars that are very upscale in nice neighborhoods, any place in a nice neighborhood, wherever you live at, where the nice neighborhood at in your city, and where the hood at is in your city. Don't go to the hood and expect to meet a rich man, okay? Don't go to the hole in the wall and expect Lil Ray Ray and Lil Jerome and them to be the rich man that you're looking for. You got to go to the upscale areas to meet upscale men. That's my best advice, is go to the upscale places in your area. Go shopping in the nicest malls, go to the mall in the nice neighborhood. Don't go to the mall everybody go to in your city. Go to the one in the, out in the suburbs somewhere where ain't a whole bunch of, ratchet people at. Okay. So yeah, that's where you meet rich men, and they more common than what you think. Or here go one, it's a lot of rich men that, if you ever go to like a Starbucks, like a upscale Starbucks in a nice neighborhood, it's a lot of rich men. They on their laptop, they typing on their laptop. They doing business work. They on the phone typing. They come to like coffee shops to work. They might work remote, so they on their laptop doing work and stuff. It's a lot of rich men that be at the coffee shop, Starbucks, be just working. They want to get out the house. They just want to, do some work on their computer. So it be rich man everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go to where the rich people at. Where the rich people at in your city. Oh yeah, gyms. Yeah, go to an expensive gym. That's a good one. I forgot to mention that one. Go to the gym. There are a lot of gyms in the nice neighborhood you can go to, nice area. Go to those gyms. Or it might be a gym you might have to pay a little higher membership. Don't go to the little $10 membership gyms. Don't do the little $10 membership. You might have to do the $50 membership and up, a month to go to these nice gyms and stuff like that. So because they be working out, So them just a few places. Oh, here we go. Okay. How do you dress to attract rich men? That's a good question. How to dress when to attract. Don't be too revealing, right? Don't be having your booty cheeks out and expect a rich man to just come sweep you off your feet and all that. Don't be just having too much out. When it comes to rich men, a lot of rich men in general love a woman's nice body, right? It don't matter if he rich or poor. Men love, beautiful women. Men love naked women with no clothes on or barely any clothes on, right? So all men, poor or rich, like, women that, show off their body. But for a rich man to consider you to be, on his arm in public and something serious, and or a potential wife or something like that, or at least like if you're looking for like a little sugar baby, sugar daddy, sugar baby type of situation, he might not want the super ratchet woman or the too revealing woman or the too promiscuous woman or the woman showing too much, too thirsty for attention, trying too hard. He might want the woman a little bit more conservative, right? Now, especially if you're a woman and you got a nice body, you don't have to show a lot of skin. If your body already nice, you really don't have to show a lot of skin. We already see what your body do, So you could be dressed head to toe and still look good. You can still have a full covered dress on or a nice, a nice outfit on, and you don't got to show too much because we already see your body, right? But whatever you do, just make sure you wear some color. I'm gonna tell you that's one good tip I'm gonna tell you is how to dress to attract rich men, or how to attract any man, is you want to wear bright colors, right? Don't be wearing black. A lot of y'all women, if I go in your closet right now, black, 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 navy blue, white, black, 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 all your outfits are black. Are you Catwoman? What are we doing here? Are we Batman's girlfriend? Like why is everything in black? Wear some color, wear some blue, wear some orange, wear some polka dots, wear some stripes, get some designs, get something, right? Wear some green, some purple, pink. Y'all know y'all colors. Do y'all know any color other than black? All y'all women be wearing is black. Every time I go out and I see women, black. You could go out and just see women all black, black dress or black outfit, black. Stop wearing black all the time. Catwoman, wear something else. Wear another color, brighten up the room. So when we see you, we like, oh, look at that girl in that bright orange dress. That orange dress look good on, especially, my melanated sisters, my black sisters, hey, that orange look real good on your skin, right? So wear orange is for the win. For my black sisters out there, orange, I'm gonna tell you, orange for the win. Or like a hot pink look good, or any bright color, like a neon green, something to catch my eye. Yellow, look bright. So when I see you across the room, you catch my eye. When I see you across the room, I'm like, oh, she look good. It's like you're expressing with your personality through your clothes. But if you wearing black all the time, I'm like, are you gothic, or what do we do? Are you emo? Like, like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you got this depressing black on, right? Just depressing. So, yeah, wear some bright colors. Don't be too revealing, stuff like that. And also, I will tell you also, if you can't afford it, sometimes you should wear, like if you can't afford like designer clothes and stuff, sometimes that may or may not go. Let's say you got a Louis Vuitton purse or a Chanel bag or a Gucci bag or something. That rich man already looking at you like, oh, I see what type of woman she is. I can afford her because I got what she like. I know what she like. She like bags and shoes and clothes and stuff, and she upscale, and she used to nice things. She's used to luxury, right? So, but little Brittany from the hood, he might not like her like that, because he like, man, I can't, she not used to nice things. She not used to wearing nice clothes and nice jewelry, nice this, nice that. So when you do go, hold on. Yeah, so when you do go to, here we go. So when we do go to, certain places, you want to make sure that you also look the part. Rich attract rich. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Even if you're not rich as a woman, you can at least, wear, maybe invest into a nice outfit or a nice handbag or something. Make it look like you used to. Hey, I'm used to luxury. Yeah. So when Mr. Man walk up and want to spend some money, yeah, my standard's high, sir. You can't lowball me. I want all the money. You see this Chanel bag, so you know what type of woman I am. You see these red bottom shoes on, you know what type of woman I am when you step to me, right? So, sometimes the designer stuff or nice jewelry or something, sometimes that go a long way too. Make sure your hair done. Why are we trying to attract a rich man and your hair not even done? Why your nails not done? You think when a rich man see you, he not necessarily looking to build a woman. The really, really rich man, yeah, they might say, yeah, a man don't care about a woman's money, or a man don't care about, a woman's upkeep. That's a lie. You'd be surprised at how many men won't even talk to you because your nails not done. especially rich men. They like, why your nails all crusty, chipped off? You missing 2-3 nails and stuff, and you want me to spend some money on you? You look like you begging. You look like you need some help. You can't help yourself. Why would I want to take care of a woman that can't even take care of herself? You know? So make sure when you do go out there, make sure your hair is done. Make sure your nails are done. Make sure you're clean. You smell good, right? Don't be funky and musty. Put some lotion on. Don't be ashy, right? Don't be in no man's face and you ashy. You want to make sure that you look presentable, look good, look your best, right? Don't be coming out the house in no Crocs on. Don't be coming out the house in no jeans and a t-shirt on and expect a rich man to just be like, oh, I want her. You know, it's like, you ain't even try. You got a bonnet on your head or a little headscarf around your head, and you want me to take you out and spend some money on you? Why would I do that? You look homeless, ma'am. You look like you need help. You look desperate for some money. You look like a begging gold digger. For real, that's how you look like a gold digger. You look like a gold digger because you look like you need some gold, right? But the opposite of that is I can't call you no gold digger if you got your own gold. Ooh, that's a bar, right? A man cannot call a woman a gold digger if she got her own gold to dig. If she already got gold on her body, a man can never say, oh, she used me for my money. She just want my money. No, when I met this woman, her hair was already done. When I met this woman, her nails was already done. When I met this woman, she already had a nice car. When I met this woman, she already had a Chanel bag. Hey, I already know her standard. You know, so he automatically is going to assume that you're used to a luxurious lifestyle. And then he's going to assume that the types of men that you're used to, all your exes or all the men that approach you, he's going to assume that they got to be rich men too to be able to afford a woman like you. So even if you got to fake it till you make it, I don't even care if it's a fake bag. Get you a fake Gucci bag, a fake Louis Vuitton bag, get you a fake Chanel bag. A man not gonna know the difference. He not gonna know. How a man not gonna know if you got a Gucci purse on, a fake one, how he gonna know? You know? so you know, you might have to fake it till you make it. But guess what? You know, you gonna attract a certain level of men that's gonna know they gotta approach you in some type of way. Right? So why y'all laughing, bro? Y'all is so funny. Why y'all? I be so serious on here, and y'all just be laughing so hard. But now it's for real though. If you look homeless as a woman, don't expect a man to come save you. You know, that's why men be calling you a gold digger, because you look like you begging. You never want to look like you are a begging woman. You want to look like you are a woman already got your stuff together. You sitting back like, what's up? What you got to offer me that I can't already offer myself? What you got for me, sir? You know? And the real rich men, hey, sometimes that makes some of them rich men intimidated, because some of them rich men are used to women that, you know, might not be on a certain type of level. They come to you, they say, wow, so money's off the table. My money don't impress her. My money might impress the chicken heads out here. My nice car, my BMW, my Mercedes, it might attract the little bimbos out here. It might attract the hood rats. But, you know, if you a classy woman, got your own everything, you got your own nice car, money off the table. Hey, you know, now you bring out, what else can this man provide for you other than money? How else can this man get your attention and impress you outside of money? If you got your own money off the table, the man can't dangle no money in front of your face and say, jump, dog, jump. No, I got my own money, sir. What's up? You know? So it's always important. I recommend any woman to be financially stable, especially depending on what type of man you going for. Make sure you got your own everything, with or without a man, regardless. but make sure you got your own everything so that a man can never use you for money or manipulate you with his money, or he can never be begging and asking you for money, or you ain't begging and asking him for money. He got his own, you got your own, and he willing to share it with you because he said you used to a certain standard. But if you look like you ain't never had it before, what they tell you back in the day, act like you've been here before, right? Have you ever heard that saying? Act like you've been here before. Don't be at this nice restaurant eating crazy, right? You got to eat with etiquette. You got to cut the knife, put the fork over here, and you got to put the napkin up in your you know what I'm saying? You gotta dress the part. You gotta know where you going, and don't look like where you been, right? Even if you grew up in the hood, don't look like you hood, right? If you want to attract the rich man, you want to make sure that you at least look decent. And anytime you go out the house, when you ever go out the house, make sure you look decent. Make sure you look good. Make sure you got your hair done, your nails done, and you ain't even got to pay a lot. If you learn how to do your own hair, take some time out. Look on YouTube, TikTok, ChatGPT, how to do my own hair, how to do my own nails. You could order some press-on nails from Amazon. You could paint your real nails. You could get some. You can fake it till you make it. You don't got to get your lashes done all the time. You can get the strips. You could buy the strips, put the strips on your eyes. You can get you some makeup. You know what I'm saying? You might not have to go to Sephora right now if you can't afford it to get the makeup. Maybe you can go to, you might be able to get away with it at CVS makeup. You'd be surprised. Or go to Ulta. Go to Ulta Beauty, get you some makeup. Go wherever. Just make sure that you looking the part. You ain't got to spend a whole lot of money to look good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the look. All right. So yeah, just make sure that however way you dress, make sure you dress with some bright colors. Make sure that you're looking conservative. You don't show all your body parts. Stop trying to come to a rich man and you got your booty hanging out, because guess what? He not going to take you serious. He going to say, she's some little easy bimbo. Oh yeah, whatever. But and he may or may not spend some money on you, but it's not going to be, he's not going to keep spending money on you. It might be for that one little time. Let me get some booty and that's it, but he not going to really spend how you want him to spend, because he don't take you serious, because he don't value you. A man got to value you before he spends some money on you. A man got to respect you and want you and see your standards before he feels like he has to reach those standards, right? So it's all in the way how you carry yourself, depending on how much money you can get out this man, right? So yeah, stop wearing black all the time. All this, right, exactly. No more black. All this black. I'm going through your closet. All this black. Go on Fashion Nova. I know y'all be on Fashion Nova. Y'all be on Shein, whatever. Fashion Nova. Who else? Y'all be on all these places. Stop ordering black stuff. Get some color into your wardrobe, all right? And all that. So let me see what else. We say have the opposite they used to. Here's what I was saying. Right, Temu. Right, he said Temu, Shein. Right. I know all the spots. Fashion Nova. Everybody shop there. But just make sure it look good, right? Make sure it fit your body. Make sure the clothes fit your body. Stop getting baggy clothes or stop getting too tight clothes. Get you some clothes that fit your body. Get you some clothes that look good, that show off your body, but not too much. You want to be classy, not trashy. Don't have your booty cheeks hanging out. Don't be having too much cleavage out where I can almost see your nipple. All right. You about to have a nip slip. You trying to cover up you about to have a nip slip over here, trying to cover up your nipples. You trying to straighten out your shirt or your dress all the time, because guess what? Your nipple finna pop out your top. So make sure they cover up your areolas and stuff. Make sure you might be able to get away with just a little bit of cleavage and you'll be all right, but you ain't got to show the whole tit, So that's just what I'm saying. You don't got to show the whole breast off, right? Just make sure you look good. All right. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more, y'all. It's starting to get a little late over here. I've been on the chat for like 2 hours now. It's all good though, because I'm gonna be back next week, same time, same place. But we're gonna answer a few more. Let me see what else. Hey, I love y'all too, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in and rocking with me tonight. We having a good little time over here. Y'all could be anywhere this Tuesday night, but y'all kicking it with me. So I appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help the community out. Okay. Here go a question. Syd, why do most men seem intimidated by a woman? Okay. I talked a little bit about this earlier. Why men seem intimidated by a woman? A man could be intimidated by you because you have everything he does not have, and he's jealous of you, and he's comparing himself to you, or he's comparing his success or lack of success to your success, abundant success, right? Meaning, a man could be intimidated by you just because you got a better car than him. He might drive a Toyota Camry, you drive a Mercedes. He jealous, he intimidated. How this woman get that car? I got a little Toyota and she got a Mercedes. I can't talk to this woman. I can't afford her, or she doing better in life than I'm doing. How can she afford that car? And I'm a man and I can't afford that car. I can only afford a Toyota and she can afford a Mercedes or a BMW or whatever. So a man will be intimidated by you based off your car alone, because he can't afford you. And then it shows his lack of masculinity, because he felt like he's less of a man because you are doing better than him and you're a woman, and you doing better than him. So it's hurting his ego, the fact that you got a better car than him. A man could be intimidated by you because of how beautiful you are. You so beautiful. He's stuttering. He's stuttering. He can't even talk. He over here like, hey, how you doing? So what you like to do? You scare him so much because you're just so beautiful. You look so good. Your body looks so good. He's so afraid of messing up with you. He don't even know how to even talk to you, right? So that's a funny thing. It's some men that's intimidated by you because they feel like they can't afford you, just like I said, to attract the rich men, you want to have your hair done, nails done, have your Louis Vuitton bag or your fake Louis Vuitton bag, whatever. And that's going to attract a lot of rich men, but the poor men or the men that don't got a lot of money, they might look at you like, I can't afford her. She got some Chanel flip-flops on. I can't talk to her. She got a Gucci dress on. I can't talk to her. She got a Louis Vuitton bag. She got a Gucci belt on. I can't talk to her, because I can't afford that woman. I know I can't talk to her because she got too much money, right? So he might be intimidated by you because he feel like he has nothing to offer you, because you wouldn't even like him because he can't provide a certain type of lifestyle. A man might be intimidated by you off your Instagram. Maybe your Instagram, maybe you travel a lot. Let's say all your Instagram pictures, you traveling, you on the beach somewhere, you over here, you over there, you flying to Jamaica, you flying to Paris, you flying to Africa. You know, this man looking like, I can't afford this woman. Look at her Instagram. She going all these places. I can't take her on these trips, right? So he might be intimidated by you. A man might be intimidated by you because of the attention you get from other men, right? This man, he might be intimidated by you because he say, man, this woman got a whole bunch of men. This woman got a whole line of men chasing her, trying to take her out, trying to spend money on her. So he might be intimidated by you and the other competition. It might not necessarily be he's intimidated by you, but he might be intimidated by the competition that you bring because he know that he can't compete with those other men that got your attention or trying to get your attention. He know he can't compete with that. He ain't got enough money to compete with the other men that's coming at you. He ain't got the looks in the face. He not handsome enough to be able to attract you better than the other attractive, handsome men out there. Maybe he feel like he not tall enough. Maybe he feel like the type of men that come at you, that want you, they tall, whatever. He might not be the tallest man. So he say, oh, I can't do nothing with her because look at the competition out there. Look at all these rich, successful, tall guys out there. Why would she want me? She don't even want me. She can have any man she want. Why would she want me? Right? So he automatically going to disqualify himself, self-sabotage, and be intimidated by you just because of the competition out there. Or he might be intimidated by you just because there's so many reasons. Look, I'm giving you a whole list of why men are just intimidated by you. But most times they're intimidated by you based on your success, and they're comparing it to their lack of success or the attention that you get in the competition, or they're intimidated by your beauty because you're just so beautiful. It makes him anxious, and he just don't want to mess up anything with you because he felt like, you the most beautiful woman he had. That's why you never want to be a man's first baddie. Never be a man's first baddie because he don't know what to do with you. He ain't gonna know a man that never had a baddie before don't know how to interact with a baddie. Don't know how to interact with a beautiful woman. He don't know what to do. What do I feed her? What do I take her? What do I say to her? I don't know what to do with you. You so beautiful. I don't know your standards because I'm not used to a woman of your caliber, right? So men are intimidated usually by your beauty or by your success and their lack of success, because you as a woman, you might be more successful than him. Maybe you got degrees. He ain't got no degree. So he might be intimidated by you because you got your bachelor's, you got your master's, you got your PhD, you got your associate's degree, you got all these certificates and letters of achievements and stuff, and he ain't got nothing. Maybe he ain't got no diploma or nothing like that. He ain't got no degree. He ain't got no education, right? And he intimidated by you because you got an education and he don't. And he felt like, oh, so you think you smarter than me because you went to school and you think you better than me? Huh? Or the fact that you make more money. Oh, so you got your nice job, huh? I work in the warehouse and you work for the whatever company and you making a whole bunch of money. I'm mad because I ain't making as much money as you. Or maybe you started your own business and he don't have he always wanted to start a business, but he can't. Or maybe you got good credit, your credit good, you could get whatever, get approved for whatever. His credit bad. He might be intimidated by you because he can't do what you do. He can't move how you move. And he wants you because he finds you attractive, but he know he can't afford you. And then on top of that, he's trying to compete with you because he want to be the breadwinner so bad. Because traditionally, the man was the breadwinner, but now you got a lot of women that's doing better than the men, so it's making men a lot intimidated by women because they felt like hey, it's women that's more successful than me. So how can I attract a woman with if money and success is off the table? I can't attract a woman with my money no more. So I gotta attract a woman with my terrible personality. And that's the problem. A lot of these men, even if he do got some money, he might have a terrible personality and he know that money is all he has to offer a woman, right? So yeah, men be intimidated by women all the time. All the time. Okay, I guess here go a follow-up question. Should you stay away from those men since they are intimidated? Yes, because you should stay away. If a man is intimidated by you, you need to stay far over there, far away from him. Why? Because all he gonna do is compare himself to you all day long. All he gonna do is complain about how his life's so bad, how your life's so good, and then he gonna self-sabotage and disqualify himself, and he gonna push you away, or he might start being real mean towards you, right? Because he don't feel like a man. Compared to you, on paper, you more successful than he is. He not as successful as you. So he might say, hey, I don't feel masculine when I'm with this woman. When I'm with this woman, she make me feel like a little boy. This woman is more of a man than I am. That's why a lot of men are intimidated by you, because you more of a man than he is. You got more going on than he do. So you make him feel like a little boy. So he gonna start trying to be toxic in his masculinity. And a lot of times he might try to get mean and yell at you and scream at you and be mean towards you, and might even put hands on you. He might start tussling and wrestling with you and being mean, trying to get his point across to try to get his respect, quote unquote, because he feel like he a little bitty boy and he want to assert his dominance so he could feel like a man, right? So that's the type of man you don't want, because if he's already intimidated by you, he's going to try everything to make you intimidated by him. And, that's not going to work, right? So stay far away from a man. Stay far away from broke men. Stay far away from men that think they're the prize. Stay far away from men that are intimidated by you and your success, right? Run away. What else we got? I'm reading y'all messages. What else we got? Let me see what else. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me put this. Here go a good question. Hey, Syd. So I'm new to dating while abstinent. Okay. So she not having sex right now. How do I navigate this part of my life? Should I tell the guy I'm dating that I'm abstinent until greater commitment, or just wait? No, tell him up front. If you're not having sex with a man for whatever reason, maybe it's a religious reason why you don't want to have sex, you want to be abstinent, whatever. Maybe it's your own personal reasons why you just don't want to have sex until marriage, or maybe until a good commitment at least, or boyfriend girlfriend at least. Maybe you don't want to have sex until a certain time. Usually it might be like marriage or something, right? But tell that man straight up. As soon as you meet a man and he try to get hot and heavy with you and try to get a little freaky with you, you tell him straight up, I'm abstinent, right? I'm not having sex till marriage, right? You know that I'm not having sex with you. I'm not giving the coochie up to nobody until I'm married, or I'm not giving the coochie up until I'm at least engaged with a ring on my finger, or I'm not having sex with you until whenever your time is that you plan on, right? Tell him straight up. Why? because you want to eliminate all the men that got a problem with it. If a man got a problem with it, bye. If a man say, oh, I can't do that, I need a woman to bust it open the first night. I need a woman gonna give me booty the first night. I ain't trying to wait till marriage. I'm not trying to wait until, you know, a strong commitment to have sex with you. I want to have sex now. Okay, bye, Mr. Man. You know, you so horny and you so you not even sexually disciplined enough to get to know a woman before getting to know her body. Then that's a man that's not aligned with you anyways. That's a man that 9 times out of 10, that's all he wanted from you. And if a man can't respect your wishes with your body, you don't need to be around him. If these are your standards, if you say this is my standard, I'm not having sex until marriage, boom. Let every man know that. So these men don't get no ideas like, oh yeah, wow, yeah, I'm gonna have sex with her tonight, or they try to feel on you and they get the wrong idea. No, let him know straight up to eliminate all the men that should not be there. Because a real man, you got to find a man on the same journey as you. That's probably gonna be your best bet. Find a man that's also, maybe for religious reasons. Maybe he's real religious. He said, I'm not having sex until marriage, or I'm not having sex until a strong commitment with a woman. You know, you might need to find a man like that on the same type of time that you on, so it don't be no confusion, right? Because if he want to have sex, but you not having sex, it's not gonna work out anyways. And what you don't want to do is, you know, have a man, you and a man, you know, start building a rapport with each other, and he keep trying to get the booty, and you never tell him he never gonna get it, and then, you know, he might feel like you lied to him, or he might feel like, you know, he might try to force himself on you. You know, you just don't want, you want it to be known, I'm not giving no booty out, you know? So if he want to cut you off, or he want to stop talking to you for whatever reason, good, bye. Because I only want to date somebody that respects me and my body as a woman, right? Because that's what you deserve, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with you being abstinent, and that's your life and that's your choice. But just make sure everybody knows that you date. So these men don't get the wrong idea, because you already know what's on their mind when they first meet you. That's on their mind anyways. So don't even get their hopes up. You ain't getting this kitty cat, player. You know? So okay, hold on. Follow-up question. So what if he tells you that it's fine and he's willing to wait, but when y'all get alone, he keeps trying to see if you ready? Stop being alone with him. That's the problem right there. You keep being too much in these private settings with him, or maybe you spending the night at his house, or maybe you're going over his house at nighttime, or he coming over your house at nighttime. You got to stop the private encounters, and you got to have more public encounters where y'all can't have sex. Make him take you out, or even if y'all do go over each other's house or hang out at each other's house, make sure it's during the daytime. You know, make sure you got some jeans on, make sure you fully dressed. You know, don't even give off the fact that I look like I'm ready. Don't be coming over his house in no booty shorts and no Crocs and a t-shirt like, what's up? Because he might think, okay, she ain't got no clothes on for real. That's easy access. Or you come over my house with a little mini skirt on, that's easy access, you know? So maybe not coming over his house at nighttime, and then, you know, sometimes what you wear, don't give him the wrong idea. I ain't come over here for that. I'm fully dressed, you know? I got jeans on. I'm not even finna take these jeans off and unbutton my belt and my, I ain't doing none of that. We ain't having sex, you know? So it make it harder to even access the booty, right? So, and stop having yourself in these private settings anyways with him. If that's not what you want to do, then don't even give him the wrong idea that that's what you're trying to do. Because you can't put a man in a room with a woman, no matter what he say, and not expect him to try. He gonna try to see if you willing to break your boundaries. He gonna try to see if you really standing on business, if you for real. You for real? You really ain't gonna get nobody no booty, or you just talking because it sound good. You know, some girls do be just talking. Some girls will tell you, hey, you know, I'm not having sex right now. I don't usually do this. I'm not having sex right now. But then the men keep pressing, and then she end up giving into it, right? And you know, he don't take you serious after that, because he like, hey, you was talking about you abstinent and you not finna have sex, but you still gave it to me. So don't even do that, right? Okay, let me see what else y'all got. I'm gonna answer a few more, y'all, and I'm gonna get off of here. I'm about to go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, let me see this. Why does a man who has feelings for you stay silent rather than pursue? Bad timing, scared, mixed signals. Stay silent rather than pursue. I mean, if he really has feelings for you, he will be pursuing you. If he's not pursuing you, does he really like you? You know what I'm saying? And bad timing could be, maybe he got a girlfriend, you know, and he can't really pursue you because he already got a girlfriend, but he like you. Could it be he's scared? Maybe you intimidate him. Maybe you do intimidate him. You know, mixed signals. Maybe he just, well, he stays silent rather than pursue. Because how can he? Because my thing is, how can you have feelings for a woman? How can you have feelings for a woman and not pursue her? That don't make sense. How much? How do you really like a woman and you're not even pursuing her? How much does he really like you? If he's not pursuing you, he don't like you that much. If a man really like you, ain't nothing gonna stop him from getting to you and being attracted to you and you know, chasing you. If he's scared to pursue you, he ain't the type of man you want to be with anyways. Because why are we talking to a scary man for? Why are we talking to a man that you know is intimidated by you? Why? You need a man that's confident. He gonna step to you. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on? My name is John. Nice to meet you. You know, I'm trying to get to know you. I want to take you out. You know, I like to learn, you know, so much about you. You know, you want a man like that. You don't want no man that's scared to talk to you. You know, that means he insecure. You don't need no insecure man. So he don't really like you that much. If a man not pursuing you, he can't have feelings for you if he not pursuing you. He can't pursue you if he don't have no feelings for you. Okay, let me jump back to Instagram. Let me see what we got here. Okay, let's read this real quick. What if he talked about a date but never went? Went to high school together. He's a truck driver. I like him, but I feel like he's still grieving over his mom's passing. Right? Okay. But you said, what if he talked about a date but he never went? That means he don't like you. If he really liked you, then he would take you out on a date. If he didn't take you on a date, he don't really like you. You say y'all went to high school together. You know, them old high school flings and stuff. I'm not saying it can't work, but come on, we grown now. Like, you gotta leave the past in the past. Get you a man, get you another man that you ain't met before. You know, instead of trying to relive some of these old guys, right? And then he's a truck driver. He's a truck driver, meaning he might not have no time for you for real because he always on the road. Or a lot of them truck drivers are cheaters. You know, not every truck driver is a cheater, but a lot of them truck drivers, they be cheating. They be cheating with them parking lot lizards. They call them lot lizards, meaning they are prostitutes that walk the streets, streetwalkers that walk the streets, and you know, they give their body out to men, and you know, then them truck drivers at the truck stops. So they be cheating too. So, and then he always gone. So he never with you. He always driving a truck. So he never got time for you anyways. So why even date a truck driver? If he always on the road somewhere. And then you said something else. Let me see. Let me pin this. Then you said we hung out together at my house and watched movies, but never had sex or anything. I mean, it don't really sound like it don't really sound like a good situation. Like you said, I mean, y'all went to high school together, so I mean, there's that. He's a truck driver, so whatever. Then he talked about taking you out on a date, but y'all never went on a date. So he never took you out on a date, but y'all hanging out at your house, right? What does that tell you? He watching movies with you. Yeah, y'all ain't had sex or nothing, but he coming over your house, but he offered to take you out on a date and never did that. So he a liar. So he don't want to spend no money on you. So he just want to come over your house and chill with you and have your time, but he don't want to invest into your time, right? So that's also, man, you shouldn't be, it don't sound like you need to be dating anyways. You telling me to run away? Yeah, I don't think that's a good setup. He's local. He's local. Yeah, I still don't think, even though he is local, I don't think leave the past in the past. Them old high school, college people, leave them alone. Date somebody new. I know they kind of a familiar face, but a lot of times it ain't gonna work out no way. Okay, let me see. What else we got? Hey man, I think that might be. I'll try to get around to most of y'all. Y'all funny. But yeah, y'all, I think I'm gonna call this a night, y'all. I appreciate y'all, everybody, for tuning in with me all night. I've been on live for 2 hours now. So I appreciate y'all on Instagram, y'all on YouTube for checking me out, watching me. Make sure you watch my YouTube videos on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you on my Instagram page. I do a lot of stuff on Instagram too. If you need a one-on-one session with me, if you want to talk to me and you need some help with your relationships or dating issues or whatever, feel free to go to my website, SyddFerrell.com. It's in the description, in the bio, wherever. Book a one-on-one session with me. You can book a FaceTime with me. It's all confidential. You can talk to me one-on-one. I'll help you out with anything. Get my ebook. That's on my website. And yeah, I will be here. I appreciate y'all again. This is gonna be a continuation thing, okay? So every Tuesday, right? Mark y'all calendars. I need to see each and every one of y'all next Tuesday, same time, same place. We gonna answer questions all night again, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time every Tuesday night. I'm gonna be going live Instagram, live YouTube, and we're gonna do this all over again, y'all. So I'm gonna create some type of little series. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but we gonna get there, okay? So again, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for just tuning in and listening to my advice, and hopefully I helped y'all out. Hopefully y'all take something from tonight. Rewatch the live again on YouTube. If you didn't watch the whole live on Instagram, the whole live will be on YouTube, posted on YouTube. You can watch it. And again, I love y'all so much. Thank you for the views and the love and and watching me and everything. And I'll be here next week, y'all. So same time, same place next week. So I'm out of here. Damn, I have 400 people. 400 people on Instagram. No, 500 people on Instagram. that tuned in. Okay. Bye, y'all, on YouTube.